everyone, and welcome to our daily demo. I'm joined by Issei from D3, here to show us God's Eater Burst on the PSP. Welcome.
Pleasure to be here.
Yeah, so tell us about this PSP game.
So God's Eater Burst is a monster hunting action RPG game that is coming out this March for the PSP. The basic storyline of this game is the Earth is kind of taken over by these beasts called Aragami, and you're a new recruit to this elite force called the God's Eaters, and the God's Eaters' mission is to use this weapon called the God Arc, which is the only weapon that's able to defeat these enemies and collect materials from them.
Okay, cool. So let's jump in and take a look.
All right. So part of what makes this game kind of unique is the fact that every cutscene is fully animated using in-game models.
Okay. So what's happening here? What's the setup?
So right now, you're seeing some different types of Aragamis, and they're kind of devouring each other, and that's kind of how they evolve into different Aragamis.
By eating each other?
Yes.
Oh.
And then here you see some members of the God's Eaters, and they're trying to get ready to defeat these guys.
Okay, so the primary point of the game is like monster hunting, collecting, loot. Is it that kind of formula?
Yeah, so you'll be going out on different missions, defeating monsters, collecting material from them, and you'll be crafting different equipment from them. And then you'll progress the story as you go along and do separate missions.
Okay, is there multiplayer?
Yes, it's supports up to 4-player co-op.
Okay, locally?
Locally.
Yeah.
So that weapon right there is called the God Arc. It's a weapon that's able to transform from sword and gun instantly, and that attack that it just did is called devouring.
Oh.
So by devouring the monsters, you collect materials.
I see. So it's like a machine that transforms into a giant mouth.
Yeah, it's the weapon itself is a little organic. It uses the cells of the Aragami, and the only way that the Aragami is able to get killed is by using their own cells against them.
Okay. So I guess one big primary focus of the game is kind of like upgrading your weapons and becoming more powerful. Oh. All right, so we have gameplay here, so tell us about how it all works.
Okay, so one of the things that makes this unique is the fact that you could switch between weapons at the same time with a single button. And you'll be using different weapons against different enemies, which will be effective on them. So for some of the characters, it's more effective to get up close and use a sword.
Like more melee types,
yeah.
And I noticed that you also have a range on that as well.
Right now I just switched to gun form.
So you do have a team of 4, even though I don't see you're playing multiplayer.
Yeah, I think that another thing that lets make it unique is the fact that you have NPC players helping you out the whole time.
Oh, okay, so not totally
you could always,
isolated.
Yeah, you could always choose to have different characters help you out. Also, the NPCs has different like affinities towards them. So let's say there's a character that has more of like a melee class, and there's some characters that are more medic or defending class. So you'll be kind of, depending on how your playstyle is, you'll be picking different characters, and also depending on what kind of enemies you'll be fighting.
Oh, so you want to have like a more balanced group.
Yeah.
So are all the weapons this big?
You have different sized weapons actually. There's some, I'm actually using my character's actually using a short sword right now. But there's some characters that use, you could craft weapons that are more like buster sword size or like a long sword size. And same thing with the guns as well.
Oh, interesting. So I'm assuming there's also a lot of gear, not just weapons, like armor.
Yeah. One of the things that you could also customize is the shield. And the shield is going to have different, basically, defense values against different elements.
And is it like a free roaming camera? I know that's usually a big thing with monster hunting type games.
Yeah, it's one of the things that will make it a little bit easier is you could lock on the camera against the enemy. So if you're fighting in sword form, you'll have the camera basically set on the enemy, so you don't have to like worry about the camera as much.
Oh, okay.
Right. So this is the bullet customization menu. So let me give you a quick example of what you could do with bullet customization. And this is something that's very unique to this game. So let's say, for example, right now you have a normal ice element bullet.
Oh, you can actually test it out.
Yeah. So basically what it does, it shoots a normal bullet, does 72 damage. Let's say you wanted to give it something more, has more damage to it, gives more oomph, right? So I'm going to do a quick example here where I'll be editing the bullet. And right now I had it set so it has a bomb, and that'll blow up as it impacts the enemy.
Oh, okay.
So if I was to test this one, it'll do a fire attack and it'll explode basically upon impact.
Okay, I see. So how many layers can you kind of tack on? Like what kind of like special bullet can you get at the end?
You could actually go for a pretty long time. If you see the chips at the top, that's the max you could go on.
Okay.
Each bullet that you add on has a set chip count. So you could pretty much go on to like 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, depending on what kind of bullet you add on.
Oh wow.
Certain ones like lasers has more chips counts, like it'll go up to 10. But if you keep on going and you go link down, you can make a really cool bullet.
All right, very cool. So when's the game coming out and on what platform?
The game is coming out is March this year, and it's coming out on the PSP.
All right, great. Well, thank you so much for coming by.
Thank you.
And that was our look at God's Eater Burst. Now on with the rest of our show.